Hey Pisces, welcome in to your video. Or actually, hold on. Let me bring the mic closer. Maybe that's better. Okay, what's the situation for my Pisces, please? Guys, we're going to be looking into the end of August. So we're looking at the third week of August. Situation for Pisces, please. Situation for my Pisces. All right, see what's going on here for you guys. Wish fulfillment, the Chariot, which is Cancer energy, and the Two of Wands. All right, you definitely have your mind focused on a particular mission right now, right? And you're definitely taking action behind it. Here we have the Chariot. The Chariot moves forward regardless of the positive and the negative. Doesn't care. Has a single mind focus on what they want. So if it's something you want to achieve, it's something that you want in your life, this is where your mind is going. You're like, nope, I want stability. I want this in my life, and that's what I'm going to go get. Because it's also showing me the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups talks about wish fulfillment, your desires, the thing that's going to make you feel alive. All right? So now you've come to this place where now we're looking at after Mercury retrograde. It's gone direct. You're starting to finally bring yourself to the portal. You're finally bringing yourself to the threshold, to the door where you're going to walk forward and into your new future. Because now you've put it in your mind. You said, you know what? That's it. Enough is enough. I've got to move forward with my life or it's going to stagnate. So you will start to take action behind it. This is, though, involving another person. I do see an air sign back here. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy. They don't have to be, but it's somebody very much in their head. They're just like, don't really scream the I love yous. But they are available and they are fair and balanced. I just don't know if you guys are resonating or what you're doing. Because it looks like you're ready to disembark one place and go into the future with someone else. What's coming in towards my Pisces, please? Guys, I finally started doing extended readings. It is the link below in the description box. So if anyone is interested, that is there. I've also might be starting to put it in members because, but I got to fix the membership. Because right now it's only set up for Aries and Taurus. Anyway, the Queen of Swords is here. The Queen of Swords is you thinking, you being in your head, you calculating. You are saying to yourself, do I stay? Do I go? Do I fix this? Do I not fix this? What do I do here? You're definitely thinking like how to communicate, but you're not in this place where you're feeling with your heart. You're here instead of here. Where you normally reside is right here. And I think this is you, finally you're saying to yourself, I've healed, I'm healing. And I don't know if I want to mess with, that part of me that has healed. So you're thinking. We'll see more when I clarify why this is here. Now, what is it that Pisces doesn't see coming their way, please? Too many? Fool, Aries energy. Fire sign at the bottom of the deck. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. All right, you're going to take a leap of faith and a risk. You're going to be like, fuck it. I'm going to throw spaghetti up against the wall and I'm going to see what's going to stick. And I think I might just do that. Maybe you might go back to your person. Maybe you might go back and say something because that person starts to feel vindicated and validated, which is an ego boost, by the way, unless it's flipped. Unless they're coming to you. We'll see some more when I clarify, but make no mistake, you're going to take a risk of some kind. And I don't think you care what's lined up. I think you're just, I don't know, I get the vibe like in your mind that you've had enough. Not that someone's frustrated you or anything like that. It's just like you're done thinking. It's now time for action kind of vibes, right? So this is you. Now, we'll get more details when I clarify. What is the advice here for Pisces, please? Oh, something ended and it was betrayal. And it could have been a third party situation or a third angle or a third dynamic, however you see it fit. But this is a new dawn, it's a new day. No more lying around. It is time to get up and go. But I think you're doing it anyway when I'm sitting here looking at the Fool. All right, let's see what the outcome of the week is here for Pisces, please. I think that is. No, the outcome. Listen, after the tens come aces. They come the new beginnings, right, Pisces? So this is onward and upward motion. Let me tell you something. Your justice will come in. Karma will collect. Justice will be done. There's the karma card. Others of you, maybe you're going to court. But whatever the decision is, it looks fair and balanced and honest for all parties involved. Now, this is Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus energy. We'll see why that's there. I've seen multiple kings, which is the opposing energy, Pisces. So something is telling me here that you've dealt with multiple people. And maybe it's been a long road for you to exorcise this person out of your life. Because they were such a stigma, or they just had this grip on you, right? But you know the ending, you know the betrayal. Look at that. It's over. It's time for onward, upward action and motions. Because there's the other person I wanted to talk about, the fire, the passionate person, the one that has the attraction and the chemistry from your recent past. Careful. This is going to be a period of time where the universe starts testing us, because all of that retrograde was about bringing the past present. Do we fix it, move on together, or do we put it where it belongs? Goodbye, box. And you put the box on the shelf and keep it as a memory, and you move on with your life. You keep it moving. Now, with that said, I want to start clarifying all these cards for you and see what's going on here. I'm just struck by the Ten of Swords in your advice. That's like a big deal. All right, what is the Nine of Cups, the Chariot, and the Two of Wands, please, for Pisces? Either you ghosted or someone else ghosted, or this was an affair. Okay? However, you are at the crossroads of your life because you're ready to move forward towards your wish fulfillment and desires, and that's your single focus because of this. Somebody who cheated, somebody who ghosted, somebody who did something sneaky. Maybe it's you too. It's vice versa. You know how this flows. You are at the bottom of the deck. Do you know what's right behind you, Pisces? Because this is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, but it's in the upright position. The Ace of Cups. This is going to be a fresh new start in love. And let me tell you something. Don't let anyone hold you back, Pisces. Nobody. You keep it moving. You keep it fresh, and you go where you gotta go. We'll see when we clarify the Ten of Swords, because usually when in situations that I'm reading like this, it's usually the aces that would be there. So that's why I'm finding so interesting that the Ten of Swords is there. Now, let me see what the Queen of Swords is doing here. Why is the Queen of Swords here? They're definitely in your heads. The King of Swords. Yep, and the King of Cups. Oof. You guys are mirroring each other. I don't know what you're doing with somebody. I think you do have a water sign that's very much interested in you. Emotionally mature and emotionally available. Can have the hard conversations in regards to feelings. This person cannot, the King of Swords. But here's why I said you're mirroring each other. The King and Queen of Swords. But here's the actual energy. So you are trying to be low-key, trying to make a wise decision on who to choose. I see the new person. I see you wondering where it can go. I'm glad you're starting to feel that way. And these are the influences of the planets. Finally, some of them going friggin' direct. With Jupiter trining, what is it? Venus? Jupiter kissing Venus? Ooh, I like that. All right. What is the Fool? But Mars is trying to like conjunct with like Venus, and that's kind of like, you know, it's like saying Aphrodite and Ares, the god of war, and the goddess of love. They're at it. It's kind of funny, but it's actually an interesting like combination. It's how to take action, but from a loving point of view, a diplomatic kind of view too. Okay, the Fool. Tell me about the Fool. Yeah, okay. So you're taking this risk, this leap of faith, because you're tired of the fighting, the arguments, the blocks, the obstacles. This was the feeling I was feeling before, where you feel like, is it frustration? Is it exhaustion? Or are you just over it? Also, this like Five of Wands, it's also like the competition of it. It's like, ugh. So you take a risk of some kind. You're like, I don't care if I got nothing lined up. But I really think it's towards a partnership. And you want to know how it's going to turn out? Just fine. Two of Cups. What is the Ten of Swords, please? Clarify this bad boy. Actually, this bad card. Listen, I laugh and I smile a lot. I know you're like, what's so funny? We got to do that sometimes to persevere in life. Because life could get a little nutty, nutty. And we need to like move on and find our smiles where we can and when we can. So, Nine of Cups, Ten of Swords, Ace of Swords, Eight. Okay. This in your advice, the ending, the betrayal, where I'm saying, okay, onward, upward, it's time to like move it forward, right? You really do need to chase your desires. You really do need to chase your wish fulfillments, Pisces. And the best way to do this is being honest here with somebody, Ace of Swords. Put your cards on the table. Communicate. Now that, you know, Mercury's gone direct, people can communicate like normal. And when you talk to them, you're actually going to meet the real them. As where before, it was very like cloudy, wasn't clear, you know, those kind of vibes. And when you do this, you realize something wasn't fulfilling you. So you leave. In fact, you take it one step further. You start saying to yourself, what the fuck, actually? It was keeping me stuck. This person was trying to manipulate me. Trying to keep this situation alive. Oh, friends. No. Find your wish fulfillment. All right? Forget the Ten of Swords. Go towards the Nine of Cups. What is justice? Because that's nice. And the King of Pentacles. Sometimes justice brings us in a person to help us, right? They're like gifts from God or gifts from our, you know, our creator, our spirit guides, the universe, whatever your belief system is. That's what justice is sometimes for some of us. Now, somebody does come in. Possibly they want to marry you. Possibly they want to get engaged with you. Possibly they want to do something serious with you. So maybe justice is court, but like marriage. Others of you, sure, maybe it's a divorce. But to me, there is somebody here that's new, right? Makes you curious to know what the potential is with them. And I'm going to tell you, it looks damn good. Four of Wands. This is an upgrade. New thing. And then you're sitting here trying to make the wise decision, but all at the same time, you know you have to make a judgment call regarding something else that just stagnated. Left like, you know, blah. Felt like blah, tasted like blah to you. What does the romance angels have to say in regards to this for Pisces, please? By the way, in the extended reading, we clarify this also to see what the spirit guides are really trying to tell you. But then we go into your person that you're thinking about. Like their thoughts, their feelings, and all of that. Oh, of course it had to go on the floor, guys. You know what I do see at the bottom of the deck? True love. Let's see what fell on the floor. Yeah, you do have somebody in your world. You do have new love. And the universe is like, look, very soon you got to make a decision or we're going to make it for you. And you will lose because we'll take it. So, guys, make sure you do make a decision. I'm going to read one more card of advice from the Angels of Abundance. For those of you here who need a little bit of advice on how to move it along or, you know, if you're here for health, wealth, all of the other stuff. Let's see what they're saying. Pisces, please. Declutter. Damn, that's like my problem too, guys. You'll feel better and more focused if you take the time to clear away clutter from your living and workspace. Donate what you can, help others who may need your items. Be sure to keep your schedule uncluttered as well. Decluttering so you can see clearly. Interesting. Very simple thing. All right, guys. Members, no, not members. Those of you who want to see the extended, I'll see you over there. Everybody else, I'll see you next week.